Welcome back, everybody, to the Washington Redskins, soon to be Mexico City Redskins rebuild. And we are going into week 5, and there are still two undefeated teams, being the Chiefs and the Cowboys. Cowboys, of course, in our division, NFC East, and the Chiefs in the AFC West. And at the bottom of the league is probably where we should be looking, is us. Jets, Bucks, and Redskins, all winless. 0-3 and 1 for us. Jets are 0-3, Bucks are 0-4, and then a bunch of teams with one win, including Texans, Broncos, Titans, Dolphins, Giants, who also have a tie since they played us in that last game. But they had a win at least. Playing another tough opponent here with the Patriots. They are 3-1, while we are 0-3. So we're gonna go ahead and sim this one. I want to watch a winnable game today. Maybe the Dolphins or another team, maybe. I don't know which one it's going to be. But that one actually, what do I mean winnable? We won versus the Patriots. Tom Brady and the Patriots go down to DWAYNE Haskins and the Washington Redskins. Brady had 236, 2 touchdowns, but Haskins had a great game. 269 and 2 touchdowns. Sacked only once. Geis with 149 yards. So he got 1 yard off of 150. Are you kidding me? If that didn't get him the breakout, I'm going to be so disappointed. Quinn didn't get his breakout either. I think he needed 2 touchdowns. But he was 1 yard off of 150. If he didn't get that, so we're going to start with Trey Quinn. He didn't get it. But guys, I don't know. He didn't get the 150, so he didn't get it. He was 1 yard off of 150, and that's what didn't get him his development trade up. He could be a superstar right now. Superstar, like, what would it be? Yeah, superstar is the next one. And he didn't get it. So Haskins, did he not get his development shown yet? Nope. One more game, 30 more downs. But we do have upgrade points at least. McLaurin being one of them. Unfortunately, he is only normal development, but we will probably be getting his development up soon. McLaurin up to a 77 overall. Trey Quinn has upgrade too, our other receiver. Route runner, he should be a slot guy. I'm thinking with his height and weight, he's not the tallest. 6 foot, 203, pretty average. Noah Spence being the last guy we're going to upgrade here. Power rusher, and he gets nothing really much. He only gets power moves +2. It's time to pick the name. Looks like the Redskins aren't very popular. I just want to see what the other ones even are. Diablos, Conquistadors, and Golden Eagles. I'm thinking we're of course gonna stick with the Redskins, so I'm hitting that button up, and we'll be picking the stadium whenever that week comes. Schreff rejected our offer and said he's gonna test out free agency, so he didn't really give us much chance, and that's unfortunate. We might have to franchise tag him or just hope for the best in free agency. I don't know. I don't want to lose him though. I don't want to have to draft a guard this year. So we are going to go ahead and watch this Miami game. As I said, we should be able to hopefully get another win here. And fumble recovered on the second play. So we'll have the ball. Short field position already. Also week 6 at the bottom there. It looks like New York beat New England as well. So New England is not having the best 2 games here. Losing versus very average teams. So DWAYNE Haskins gets 6 yards on the first play. Already at 1,000 passing yards this season. It is week 6, so I guess that's probably not that good. But he's 1,000 yards already as a rookie. Probably going to end somewhere around 3,000, which is very mediocre. But it might be enough to even win Rookie of the Year, depending on how Kyler Murray wants to do it. Chris Thompson for 2. And it looks like Geis is back in on a 3rd and 2. Already at the 37-yard line. Got to get a first down here, and we do. Who is that? It looks like McLaurin getting in there. He gets about 5 yards for a first down. And that is his first reception on the day. He also should be in the Rookie of the Year conversation. He's been having a great year. I'm going to end with 1,000 or so yards if he stays on pace. Vernon Davis for 6. 3 of 3 for 16. Haskins has really stepped up his performance in the past few games with the tie and the win versus New England. And Haskins again. That was a close one, but it is complete to Jordan Reed. That one almost looked like it was going to get jumped by the defender. Fortunately, it was not jumped, and we will live to see another down at 1st and 10 from the 10, or 11, I guess. That would be, looks like under center. Quick pass. McLaurin getting another catch, breaking a tackle, and he gets all the way to a touchdown after the broken tackle on the screen. Great play from McLaurin. Quick touchdown, and we are up already with 7:06 to go, and we will get into the Miami Dolphins now, see if they can do anything. Don't really want to watch defense. It's kind of sad this year. Our defense hasn't been playing that good. Jermaine Gresham for 20, Drake for 2. This team should be very beatable, though. I'm assuming we could beat them easily, and punt. We'll have the ball back. There is Geis for 14 yards on a pass, 9 yards on a run, 3rd and 1. Jordan Reed for 9. I feel like a weird thing with our playbook is we pass the ball every time on 3rd down. And nope, not on that one, but it was a quarterback run. So they were trying to pass the ball still on 3rd down every single time, regardless of like where we are on the field. And we missed a field goal, 35 yards. Hopkins. He's been having a year, not a good year. So maybe this offseason we'll have to look elsewhere for a kicker, because I can't be dealing with missed kicks from 35 yards out, and a 55er should have been made even. But fortunately they don't score off of that, and we'll have the ball again. It should be 10-0, but it is intercepted. Rashard Jones. So they will have the ball at the 8. Now at the 2, 3rd and goal, they get it. Allen Hurns is going to tie the game up, 7-7. Washington now with the ball in the 2nd quarter. Guys -3. And a penalty. Trey Quinn -10. So 3rd and 23. We get 6 back. Good punt, though. Tress Way. At least we were having a good punting year. Kicking, not so much. But punting was good. Ron Payne. They're up to the 50. Montez Sweat with a 6-yard sack. And a 3rd and 11. We're going to go ahead and watch this down. See if they can get it. Josh Rosen from shotgun position. 3rd and 11. Got a long 11 yards. And it looks like it is incomplete. Josh Norman knocks it away from Hurns, it looks like. So we'll watch this Redskins drive. 2nd and 6 for DWAYNE Haskins and the Redskins. Thompson's in the backfield. And we'll have it with 3 minutes left. Hopefully we could take this whole half away, this whole quarter. And Thompson gets a yard. And it'll be a 3rd and 4 now with 3:01 left to go. If we can just get a 1st down, we should have the ball for at least the rest of the half. It's going to be a screen. Thompson has a lot of open field in front of him. He breaks free, getting all the way to the 38. DWAYNE Haskins' numbers on the day, 100 yards, a pick, and a touchdown. Okay day from him. Hoping for more, though. And Haskins already probably almost close to his development trait. After this game, we're going to be able to see his development. I'm excited to see what it is. Hoping for more than star. I like to see maybe a superstar out of him. And Trey Quinn getting a good gain here for 5. That is his first catch on the day. And it'll bring us to the 2-minute warning here in Miami at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Long haul for Washington. Long road trip. Here, Reed fighting for extra yards, almost getting the 1st down. 3rd and inches. I don't see why we're no huddling. Pass it to Thompson. He dropped it. Don't pick it, please. Thank you. That was a scary tips. 4th and inches. We're going to have to give the ball back to the Miami Dolphins, rather. Bad punt. It went out of the end zone, so they're going to have the ball. 3rd and 2, they get it. 40 seconds to go. Gotta stop them. No, 25 for Parker, 4 for Drake. They gotta kick a field goal. They do. 10-7 is what we'll be going into on this first half. And the second half is starting now. Jordan Reed for 13. Geis for 4. We're up to the 42 and a penalty. Right guard or right tackle Morgan Moses loses us 10, probably on a holding. He's had a few holdings, I remember correctly. He's had a few this season. We're driving now. Trey Quinn for 20, Reed for 12. First and goal, guys for 7 at the 1. Terry McLaurin for a second touchdown on the day. So I don't know when his development's going to go up, but it should be going up with how good he's been playing. He's our number 1 receiver with Paul Richardson out. He might stay our number 1, depending on how he does in the forthcoming weeks. Redskins gonna get the ball back now. Yep, gonna get the ball back. I saw a penalty, but it was on them. Thompson in the backfield, 3rd and 7 now. 3 runs, nothing on that. And they're gonna have the ball at the 19 there after a penalty. 3rd and 12, big penalty. Matthew Iodonis. Miami will have a first down. Hearns for 13. Drake loses 3 up to midfield. 4th quarter is starting. We're up 4. We can get our second win here as long as we can hang on. Sweat with his 2nd sack today. And they're going to have to punt it. But McLaurin, interception. Bobby McCain. His 2nd pick of the day. DWAYNE Haskins. Gresham for 20 and Albert for 14. First and goal. They could take the lead here if they get a touchdown. 3rd and 1, and they do. So they're up 3 now. The Dolphins are beating us by 3. Let's see what Haskins can do. Trey Quinn for 18 on the first play. Trey Quinn for another 20. He's been having a good game as well. McLaurin again having a good game also. Everyone's having a good game here. And first and goal, we get intercepted. Leon Hall, we had a touchdown there. Just got another interception. I jinxed Haskins. I said he was playing good these last few weeks. He was, but not anymore. Not this week at least. 3 picks and I think 2 touchdowns. Not a good day from him. We'll have the ball again. 2 minutes to go. He gets sacked on the first play by Wilkerson. And a 2-minute warning here in Miami. Haskins has to put in the work here. We are down only 3, but just need a field goal. And he overthrows him on that one. 288, though, for his yardage. 288, 2 touchdowns, and 3 picks. Minus the picks, he's having a good day, but those picks, probably the reason we're losing by so much. We should probably be winning, actually. Chris Thompson making it more manageable. 3rd down. Or 4th down, I guess. 4th and 7. Got to go for it. Yep, they are going to go for it. Down 3. We have 3 timeouts also, so if we don't make it, we still have a chance. It's a big throw. All the way down the sideline. Intercepted. So I guess that was like a punt. But McCain has a 2nd pick. That's probably actually good, though. Because that acted as a punt. It was brings them all the way to 22 instead of being on the 20 of the other side. Big arm showing there, but not a good pass at all. They're going to pass it, actually. Rosen gets it. They get a first down. That might have ended the game there. I don't know what kind of play calling that was, but it worked out. Rosen threw a good pass, and they got a first down. So we have a few timeouts. 2 more left. 1 after this one. We'll only get the ball with 40 or so seconds if we do get it back. As long as they don't run for a first down. The way our run defense has been, they might just do it. Safety coming in. Clutch there. For the 3rd down, we can have a chance at the ball again. Landon Collins is going in the box. It's a play action. They get it. No way. They're going to win the game off of that. Rosen barely had any yards or anything, but they still won. They're just going to knee the clock away now. And we'll be taking our 4th loss of the season, being 1-4-1. So Haskins almost had 300 yards, so that is the good part of the game. But the 4 picks did not help. One of them just being in garbage time, or I guess in the 4th and 7. But running didn't work out today. McLaurin had 5 catches, 36 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Good red zone threat here. Reed had all the yards, 121. And Trey Quinn, I believe, had a pretty good game, 63 yards. Saw him quite a few times. Thompson with 43, and Sprinkle and Geist Davis all had 1 catch. Sweat had 2 sacks on the day. That was all for us. We had no picks, but McCain had 2 on their team. Hall had 1, and Jones had 1, who's also injured. Trent Williams actually has an upgrade. He is already a 95 overall, going to a 96. 31-year-old left tackle out of Oklahoma in his 9th season, 96 overall. Chris Thompson also has 1. We'll just keep feeding him elusive back. That is what he is. Good pass catcher and 91 speed, 90 acceleration, and good catching from him. As for a draft position, though, that Dolphins game actually would help us, since we probably aren't making the playoffs anymore or any bit in this whole season. That probably did help us. We're probably one of the lowest teams now. I'm going to take a look at the standings again. Looks like there's no undefeated teams anymore. Cowboys lost 2 straight. Chiefs lost 1. Rams are currently the top team in the league. We are actually not the worst team at all. There are a lot of teams that are 1-5 or 1-4 here. That tie is not helping us in the tiebreaker for worst team. If the season were to end today, we're about 6th pick in the draft. Another breakout opportunity. Allen it is. Let's see what he needs. Hold them to less than 75 rushing yards, 1 rushing touchdown, or get him 2 interceptions, forced fumbles, tackle for losses, or sacks. So Jonathan Allen has an opportunity to get his development up. I think he's already starred dev, if I'm correct. Yes, he is. So this could be a big boost for him. He's only 24, 2nd year. This could really help us out if we can just stop them from getting 75 yards. Also, I didn't look at Haskins. I didn't see his development. It is just star. Still better than just normal, but it's star, and he's been playing okay this season, so maybe he can get that up. Middle linebacker might be where we should be looking today. Simon Sylvan, he's a late 1st round projection. Darren Poole is the best one on the board by far. A- across the board. Ralph Kerr doesn't look too bad. But we do need to look at our run defense, and I think that starts with middle linebackers. Poole would be a big addition to the team. Early 1st rounder for sure, with A- tackle, A- hit power, A- pursuit. Depending on the speed, that could really determine a lot. So the 49ers game, we took another loss, only 5-point loss. We only scored 16 points. They scored 21. Looks like they had over 75 rushing yards as well. Haskins threw another pick. Not a good year from a pick perspective. Having a good rookie season though overall. Having a decent amount of touchdowns, decent amount of yards as well. If he could just win Rookie of the Year, that would be huge. Guys having an okay game. Reed, 81 yards. Trey Quinn, 38. What about McLaurin? 2 receptions for 11. Defensively, I don't know if anyone did much. Sweat had another sack and interceptions. What about tackles for loss? We just need 2, and he didn't get it at all. So that sucks. So we missed out on another breakout performance. Don't even really need to look at this one. We know it's not good. Allen didn't get it, and that is another breakout fail. So we are 1-5-1 and losing every breakout that we possibly could. So it's been not the best, as we get to pick a stadium at least this week. I'm thinking we got to do the deluxe one. That has more seating, I think. Is it right? Yep, it does by far. Deluxe traditional, 72,000. What is the most seating? Deluxe futuristic. I like the futuristic, but also traditional would be cool in Mexico City. Deluxe futuristic's the most expensive, and I don't know, stadium funding 50%, 72%. So funding wise, it makes sense to do the traditional if we want to do funding for sure. 45% funding if We do traditional. I think we're gonna go with traditional here, and that will be a $1.18 billion cost. It's also gonna cost us $30 million a week just to pay it off. So Paul Richardson is clear to play, but the benefits of starting Terry McLaurin is just way better. Double XP. We're gonna start the backup, sure. That just makes it way more sense. And we do have upgrades as well, and it's Montez Sweat, who is one more game until we see his development. He's 491 of 500. Let's give him, I was trying to get speed rusher. That's okay. Run stopper it is. Block shedding goes up and zone goes up. Block shedding's up to, what is that, 77. That actually was kind of helpful. He's up to 77 on block shedding. Now where we'll be playing the Minnesota Vikings and then revealing Montez Sweat's performance development trait. And we took a win actually versus the Minnesota Vikings. So let's take a look at what happened in that game. We won by 8 points, and Haskins had 3 touchdowns, only 134 yards though. Only sacked once, no picks though. That is a good thing to see. Guys had 73 yards. And who had the touchdowns? Davis had 2, and Trey Quinn had 1. And McLaurin only had 22 yards, so that didn't help the really anything with the 2.5. Kerrigan had 1.5 sacks. Landon Collins had 1, and Adonis had the other half of the first sack. Danny Johnson had a good kick return, and Chris Thompson doing okay as well. But the real thing about this whole week is we get to see Montez Sweat's development. I want to see it through the roster. I don't want to get the quick reveal, so let's look for him. He is right outside linebacker, and he is star development. So we got a bunch of star development guys, and that is just how it is right now. Sweat has the star development, and Haskins has the star development. Both could go up, and we have a new injury as well. It is Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie with 5 weeks, dislocated ankle. Paul Richardson's also going to come back here soon. So a few upgrades this week. Brandon Schreff is now at 88 overall. He also didn't re-sign with us, so his tag is only going up from here. As he gets higher overall, his tag goes up for sure. Ryan Anderson, speed rusher, will give him, trying to get him to a scheme fit. DWAYNE Haskins having an upgrade as well. We're going to try to get him to a scheme fit, going up to a 71 overall. Improviser is awareness, throw accuracy medium, throw accuracy short, and throw under pressure. All going up. 71 overall now. 89 throw power. Good rookie, and we'll just auto upgrade the rest. I don't really like upgrading the really low guys. If they're going to upgrade, they're going to upgrade. I can't really control it. A little bit more scouting. Since we might have to draft a lineman, we might as well start scouting away. There's a few in this late round here that look pretty good. The bad ones I don't even finish scouting for a reason. Cunningham looks to be one of the good ones. 5th round projection with 2nd round talent. Same thing with Rutledge, who's a 4th round projection, 2nd round talent. Yeah, so that is it for this week. We'll go ahead and go till the bye week on this season, and the Buffalo Bills is our next opponent. If we win this, our draft rating is definitely gonna shoot up, but it doesn't look like we did. We're 2-6-1 now, and we lost by 3, 21-24. So it was a close game. Haskins touchdown pick, 2 sacked times. He got sacked. Geis almost 70 again. He's been pretty consistent at getting around 70 yards a game. Vernon Davis once again with a touchdown. He's having a great year. McLaurin's having a great year as well, as a rookie at least. And sack wise, Sweat and Adonis both split 1. And that is all for important stats. So we're at mid-season now, and the league leaders, Packers and Chiefs, both at 7-2. Steelers are right behind, 6-2, and Bears right behind at 6-2. A lot of teams are 6-2 actually. Eagles being one of them, 6-3. So they passed the Cowboys after Cowboys went on a little bit of a losing streak. And let's look at the bottom of the league, since that's where we are going to be situated at. Cardinals, Bucks, Vikings, Jets, Colts, Lions, Redskins. So that's not too good, since half the league is doing terrible, since that brings our record or our draft rating way down, all the way to like 6th instead of top 5. I want to be at least top 3, really. We're not going to tank, but we're going to tank is what I'm saying, because our team is not very good this year. We don't have enough skilled players, especially at the wide receiver position. I don't want Paul Richardson here. I almost want to trade Paul Richardson after this year and get some younger players. He's just going to be a 3rd receiver at this point. I want Trey Quinn and McLaurin to have all the play time they can, all the opportunity in the world that they possibly can get. Very curious here with how Andrew Luck is on the Broncos. I don't know what happened, but I was just looking at the teams, and he is on the Broncos now. So they should be good, but they're still 3-6. I'm very curious to see how that happened and how that transaction even happened. So Andrew Luck's situation is pretty interesting. Still can't see where he got traded or released or whatever. I mean, he should be retired, but the game still keeps him in, so I just let it stay how it is. And DWAYNE Haskins, we're just going to look at the midseason stats. He has 16 touchdowns, 12 picks, and about 2,000 yards with 8 games to go. Geis, however, or 7 games to go, rather. Geis is almost 637, 3 touchdowns, 4.6 yards per carry. So he's having a great year in his first real season since he was hurt all last year. From a receiving standpoint, tight ends both leading our team, Jordan Reed and Vernon Davis. We have the great dual tight end combo. McLaurin, 343 and 5 touchdowns. He's been playing pretty good for being a rookie, that is. And defensively, I'm sure that someone has a lot of sacks here. Nope, Sweat only has 4. I guess he didn't get any sacks in the first half of the season. So he got a bunch in the last few games. Probably all of those in the last few games. Kerrigan's leading the team with 5.5. And we have no interceptions this year. I didn't realize that. We have 0 interceptions. So Josh Norman doesn't even have a pick this year. I'm surprised that we have no interceptions. Probably have very little turnovers too. Maybe a few fumbles, but there should be more. So okay, so far. Let's compare that to the entire league here. Wentz is leading the league with yards, 2,626. Mahomes right behind him. So it's looking. Andrew Luck is here too. Very interesting to say the least. I really want to know how that happened, but it's just not going to happen. Looks like Haskins is doing a little bit better than Murray so far, so he might be at the top of the race for the #1 player, the Rookie of the Year award, which would obviously probably bring up his development for sure. And Geis is ranked 4th right now out of running backs, behind Barkley, Elliott, Hunt, and then him. Sean McCoy's 5th, McCaffrey 6th, Dalvin Cook 7. Looks like Le'Veon Bell's way down here. Sack leader, it goes Houston, then TJ Watt. Not very many sacks this year. 11 from him. Bradley Chubb has 6.5. So let's look at the award races here. Patrick Mahomes, then Mariota, both up for MVP. Mahomes is in the lead right now. Coach of the Year looks like Andy Reid and Matt LaFleur. And then we gotta go AFC to see who is their Offensive Rookie of the Year so far. Marquise Brown looks to be #1. Josh Jacobs is 2nd. Unfortunately, all the young quarterbacks are all in NFC, so we got to worry about that. Offensive Player of the Year so far, Mitchell Trubisky is #1. Defensive is Trey Flowers, and Kerrigan's actually 2nd place so far. Offensive Rookie of the Year, looks like Kyler Murray's leading so far, but DWAYNE Haskins and McLaurin are both 2nd and 3rd, so they're both runner-ups. we need Kyler Murray to get hurt or something. I don't know what it is, but he is winning. I don't know how. He has less yards and less touchdowns, but maybe it's just the interceptions ruining it. But that'll do it. We're going to be at the midway season of this franchise rebuild. It's relocating to Mexico City next year, so stay tuned for that. If you're hyped for the move, the Redskins are about to be Mexico City Redskins. Leave a subscribe, leave a like, and see you in the next one.